We are live. It is new Comic Book Wednesday. Kevin Cosme, can you hear me?
Yo, you gotta let me in on the other side. On the other side.
Here we go. Yeah, I got 2 views.
Yo, you gotta get me off the other one.
Okay, let's remove that one. I had the twins on. He's really ashamed to show his twin.
I hate that,
but they really do look the same. So we'll just go with Kevin, and we'll leave Kevit at home because he's the evil one anyway.
Kevit's a crab. Yo, man. So y'all sound good? Yo, how'd that bumper sound?
I think that was really, really nice. Should I play it again? I really like it.
Why not? It's new. We got to play that every like 10 minutes.
Nice job.
It's nice, man. That's
you
nice.
Incorporated the Comic Book Live or the Comic Book Creation Live logo as well. That was very, very nicely done.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very nicely done.
That was a fun one. That was a fun one. All right, MacBook Pro mirroring. All right, I think we're good to go.
Is it easier to mirror the screen of your iPad the other way you were trying to make it work?
It's nicer to mirror it on the 21-inch, but that's just not working. And the camera looks much better on this 21-inch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but it's all good. Like I'm not trying to look pretty for people.
I wonder if that 21-inch one is like upgraded, or if it's that memory issue. You know what I mean? Like you might not be able to actually like perform the whatever needs to happen, like with that old memory that came out in like 2013 or whatever it was. Yeah. So might need to be upgraded from there. But
upgrade. Yo, it's kind of crazy because I'm seeing you here and I'm seeing the show here.
What, you're watching over there as well?
Well, because I'm still I didn't turn this one off. That was trippy. It's like Spaceballs.
We got Mundo entered the house.
What's up, broskies?
What's up, people?
Mundo direct from his shift at El Mundo's. He passed it off to
Mundo. Appreciate all the plugs you've been giving us, man.
Definitely, Mundo. That's been awesome. Thank you so much.
Man,
Mundo posts like every Wednesday on Facebook. Tries to get people to watch. You know,
the best. Yeah, Mundo. You see the new bumpers we made?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you lagging?
Oh, there he goes. Mundo's in like Albatros time.
Oh man, crazy. Yo, you want to see the sun file that I set up for Matt to use on the video?
Yeah, I think I saw it.
Oh yeah, wait, didn't we see that the last stream? The one for
I mean, you
enhanced
it. You didn't see it clearly. You didn't see it clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see it right there. Huh? You're talking about this this thing right here.
Yeah. So I was figuring that, you know, this can like he can do whatever he wants to do with this. He can zoom in, zoom out, whatever he wants to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it'll blow up.
Whoa, it's like the Death Star. Oh my god.
And then
that's Death Star for sure.
The explosion, you get this. So this is all painted with those brushes, bro. It looks
almost like a black hole.
Yeah. It looks real. So I looked up images of exploded stars, and this is what they leave behind, like this plasma and heat signatures. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that is awesome,
wild.
Man.
So it'll
awesome.
be kind of it wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say it would have been dope to have this in the sky, but we move away from it pretty quickly, so you wouldn't really see it. But this is dope. So I think that'll be a fire video.
You mean just that little clip or the whole trailer like we talked about?
No, because that's only going to be like a snippet. That's going to be like a quick snippet. I could probably put a version of the video together my damn
Primal
self.
Gamer, what's going on, buddy?
Primal
I gotta make him
Gamer. How
I
you
gotta make him a
doing, dude?
graphic so that like some kind of Tyrannosaurus or some kind of raptor like breathes fire when he comes into the room.
Yeah, man.
Get like the Jurassic Park.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, we were actually
Right.
live on Father's Day. Mundo and Kevin are both fathers. I think they had a good
Thanks,
day. You
man.
guys had a good day?
Yeah, I had a great day. That comment is pretty funny though. You're live just as Count Dooku predicted. Primal. He Primal got to be working on something random right now, like a pterodactyl or something. Spider-Man riding a pterodactyl's back.
That would be sick, though.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully
So
they
Spider-Man be using those webs. Spider-Man be using them webs, man, to
that'd be wild.
fly the thing.
Yeah, like what was it? On Father's Day last Sunday, we were talking about the trailer, like the 30-second trailer. That I think it's going to be like more like a 42-second trailer that we talked about with Matthew Corrado, and he's going to kind of build up the trailer for us, put it into motion, and me and Kevin were just creating artwork and stuff for that trailer. So that's what that sun thing was. Mundo, take a look at this graphic that Kevin made. This is kind of make sense for where is it? Oh, this will kind of make sense for like maybe just the start of what's going on here with the space situation. Let's
Oh, right on, dude.
Oh,
right
nice.
on. Right
I
on.
like that.
That is
kind of
really
tells a little
good.
story, you know. I think that one tells a little story.
Yeah, you kind of get
No,
the
but
beginning.
that fits it perfect. It fits it. It fits it really well, man.
You get the beginning. Sun explodes. Everything goes cold. Running out of time. I like it.
Mhm.
I like it. It took all day though. That little thing took like 12 hours.
Kevin made this one too. Let's take a look at this one, which is more like a a little thing to play every 10 or 15 minutes, just so people know when we don't remind them verbally like what's actually going on here. Nice.
Yeah, you got
That's
the
pretty
Bart
cool.
Simpson one.
Now I don't know if that's long enough for a pee break.
Just
But
like
it might be long
just
enough
like a quick,
for something. So
it's like a quick like in between conversations. Like boom, don't forget. That graphic is just hilarious to me.
I
Has
like
nothing
that
to
one.
do
I
with
actually
anything,
like
but,
that one the best. That one is really, really cool.
It's
That one
funny
really
as hell.
reminds me of like it's cool looking, but it has a little bit of an air of like what you were talking about, like a little bit of an 80s flair.
Yeah,
one.
definitely. It's all 80s. It's all 80s, man. I think everything we do is freaking 80s, man. We just got to package it up 80s.
Well, I like the comic art to look like
But that's
1990s
good.
stuff. Well, 80s is cool too, but yeah, like 1990s stuff is what I really like for the comic book page.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Anthony. The 80s and the 90s were some of the best years, man, because content in those years were actually the most creative that we've ever had.
Everybody was coked up.
They keep remaking all that stuff from the 80s and the 90s and mostly then, right? They got like everything that comes out is just like a remake of those years, right?
Yeah,
Basically, yep.
exactly.
Basically,
exactly, because like I said, in those years, those were the most creative. But now nobody's got a sense of imagination, on an original movie or even storyline. You guys, that's what I like about what you guys. It's going to be all original content,
Hell yeah.
I'm sure there was a lot of like independent movies and stuff that were going. I'm sure there's like filming has stopped probably on a lot of stuff, but it seems like the mainstream stuff was a lot of like remakes of different things, different older things.
I believe it. What Primal Gamer say? He just he made a Father's Day card for his dad.
Oh, that's cool.
A baby wolf laying down with an adult.
Oh,
one.
nice.
I need pictures of all this stuff, man. This stuff sounds crazy.
That's cool.
Sounds crazy.
That's awesome. Awesome, Primal.
Very cool. Very cool. So what are we doing today, man? What are we doing today?
I want to read you this part of the. Now we did the 30, or I was kind of saying before that we did the 30-second trailer. Kind of seemed to turn into like a 40-second teaser trailer, and right after I wrote that, I also wrote a 1-minute trailer, which will just follow that, kind of be the final trailer, right? So we'll have this 42-second, I kind of estimate it as the one we talked about with Matthew, the one we've been doing this artwork for. You could check out the last live stream for that artwork and stuff like that. Maybe we'll, like you were showing that sun artwork, which is going to be part of that. And then there's a 1-minute trailer. So that could be, just the main trailer that we'll need. It kind of continues that stuff from the 40-second trailer. So let me just get to that point in the script here. And I just want to read you guys that that new one. I think, Kevin, I was hinting some stuff to you on the phone, but okay, here we go. Okay, so the last trailer ends with the trailer we discussed on Sunday ends with like that mega starship, the Circadian, drifting off away from Casso because it got hit with like a bunch of missiles and stuff from this one planet and a bunch of like laser beams, whatever. And it was damaged. So that main like starship, like housing like hundreds of thousands of people on this voyage trying to find some kind of help for Earth, or maybe like a new type of Earth, got attacked. And that was the end of the last trailer. So they got attacked and they ended up kind of veering off toward this close by other planet, right? So this 60-second trailer kind of picks up in a sense where that one left off. Now there's a point that we're not seeing where the Circadian makes a voyage back to Earth, right, from this faraway solar system. So this is the first part of the 60-second trailer right here. So number one, the Circadian superstar cruiser enters Earth's atmosphere in an uncontrolled manner as the ship is apparently crashing. Fire burns on the outside of the ship and the front of it turns red hot. The main front beak of the mega ship melts off before the ship hits the ice. The ship was not made for entering the atmosphere. The ship was built in parts and assembled in space. It cannot sustain the forces of entering atmosphere, and that is why this event is so destructive. The monolithic spaceship smashes into the ice, a droning sound, movie reference, annihilation. That's number 4, and I've got 13 things that happen. So I figure I could stop there, and maybe I'll pull up a picture of the Circadian, so anybody that doesn't know can like see what that is. Or I don't know if is it in your iPad, Kev? That image that you could maybe pull up.
He's looking real hard.
I don't have it.
Okay, let me see here.
I don't have a picture here, no.
I just want to show what I mean by like that beak in the front. Okay. Let me see if I can show what I'm looking at here. So I drew the Circadian, what was it, the past couple streams maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about 3 streams ago.
Okay, so this is the Circadian.
Nice.
And it's just like a mega ship that houses like hundreds of thousands of people. They've left Earth. It took them like however many years to get to the place that they thought there was some life forms. They find out, you know, and not only life forms, but just like a place to that could, you know, sustain human life and stuff like that. Maybe get some samples from the place. Maybe bring back something to help Earth, because Earth is going through hard times after Kevin showed you at the beginning of the stream that the sun got blown out. Okay, the sun is gone. What has happened is humanity united to build the Circadian. So this is the Circadian. It like represents like, you know, the rhythm of life. Like everybody on Earth pitched in for this. It took all of the resources of Earth, basically left Earth really, really worse off than it even was before they built this. But it's kind of their last hope, right? So they send it out to some hopeful places in a faraway galaxy, and they get attacked when they're out there. So this is let's get a better view of it. This is that ship. And when I talk about like the beak of this thing getting red hot and kind of burning up, this whole thing's going to collide with the surface of Earth, like on its way back. It was never actually supposed to enter Earth atmosphere. You know, this thing was built out in space in the first place. So what do you guys think?
I love it. I love it.
I can see like where you're saying where the beak is and how bent it is. So that's exactly where it was supposed to connect, like with Earth's atmosphere, but not exactly touch it, so to speak. Just kind of sort of gravitate around it, right?
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to just kind of come in and dock up there or whatever. And nobody really knows why, but this thing comes, and at the beginning of this 60-second trailer that we're going to show off probably in like a month and a half, I would say, it is going to be like that scene from episode 3, from Star Wars episode 3, where Anakin has to take in that like mega ship, but it's only, you know, Obi-Wan says it's only half a ship or something like that. But you saw how that burned up in the atmosphere, you know? It's not supposed to come in like that. Anakin at one point says, you know, we're coming in too hot. So that's kind of the situation up to that point. What does Primal Gamer mean by this? To be fair, you can't remake Batman punching Hitler from like the 30s and 40s.
Yeah, he said that when we said the 80s and the 90s was like the most badass. And then this is like saying, you know, come on, like, you know, Batman punched Hitler in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wonder if it's also just because like I grew up in the 80s and 90s. Is that why I think it's so badass?
Yeah, that's every generation. Our quarterbacks were better. Our baseball teams were better. Like everybody just thinks their era was better.
Best time in the world.
So Kevin is actually working on art here. I don't know if I've even seen this angle or if this is brand new art. This
is new. Like I was just thinking like the video can like, you know, start with like, you know, this thing just like panning in the view. You know what I'm saying?
Very cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Casso is the red planet back there in the distance there. And what that one is like, it's like the war planet. They're constantly just at war with itself and with each other. And that's why you see that kind of explosion there on the planet's surface. It's caught in, like, I guess a lot of the debris is caught mid-orbit. It's a huge explosion, probably something like way more powerful than nuclear, you know, but that just blew up that or, you know, they cause war on themselves, plus they cause war on this planet in the foreground, which is called Anhinga. That's a main part of our story. The inhabitants of that planet are like, you know, a main part of our story that we go and tell starting in October. But these are, you know, a couple of the prospect planets that Circadian starship went out to visit, end up getting attacked by Casso. because they're just a war planet. They're just and the funny part is, well, not funny, but the ironic part is that the Anhingans, the people on the planet in the foreground here, they kind of tricked the Circadian into going to Casso, right, Kev? So they're like, let them war with them. Maybe they could take out that enemy,
Let them deal with that.
Let them deal with that stuff. So in love with it, just tone back the Krypton a little bit. Krypton? Tone back the Krypton a little bit. Tone back the Krypton a little bit.
He said, tone back the Krypton, and they wanted me to say, okay. What?
Tone back the Krypton.
Oh my God. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Oh shit. That's too funny. Kev, you're never gonna get that one laid down, man.
Never.
Never. That's gonna be a staple now. From now on.
Tone back the Krypton.
Tone back. Now there's your Kryptonian.
There you go.
They're rubbing themselves with it over there.
There the hell you go. That's funny, man.
Now you get okay, Space.
Yo, didn't
now
I
you gotta
get further on this page or no?
You got to cue that song "We Are Strong."
You never finished that page? What are you waiting
I thought
for?
I got further on this page. This is old, bro. What's the problem here? What?
You never finished this one? Or you did? Oh, no,
That's
this one
crazy.
You said you were leaving for me because you said you wanted me to finish the thing they were riding on or something? Or maybe you had more to go on your own. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I can't remember if you did buildings for that one already, though.
You know what I think happened? I think what happened was we kept going back and forth with the holograms. Like, you have a vision in your head, and I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to give this to you, bro.
Oh, is that the band singing?
And you were like, you were like, yeah, they're supposed to be different colors and all this. I was like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the band in our story called I'm forgetting the name because I remember the other two right now. Kevin, what's the band's name again?
Damn it, man. I was going to say Flash Gordon, but it's damn sure not
something
Flash
Gibson.
Gordon.
Something Gibson. What is it? Soul Gibson.
Soul Gibson.
So there's two other bands that are kind of big in this world too. There's the RKO Fat Boys, and then there's
and so every one of these bands are going to be playing in my bar too eventually, right?
Well, no, because they're not like I don't know if they'd go to Pikeburg. I don't know if they can. They probably can't go. They're like only in
they're like holograms,
just because they're not really. Yeah, like with this band here, it's just one guy, and then the rest of the people in the band are holograms.
Well, there you go. You can make a story. Like, I can try to get them there, but it would be like no dice.
Pretty funny.
You know?
Yeah, maybe. Like you, or maybe you have somebody like really crappy. Or maybe you just have like hollow recordings of these like famous people. Who knows?
Well, there you go. I could just like in the very beginning. Right? There you go. Oh, maybe like some like music video things like in the background.
It's wild.
You know?
Maybe there's like a wall that's like a holographic wall or something, or like a weird fish tank that's like ice. I don't know how that's gonna work.
It's gonna be wild.
Okay, so we left off with this 60-second trailer. There's a droning sound. So like when the ship smashes into the ice, Kev, you know, like that droning sound that'd be in like a trailer or like the movie Annihilation.
Yeah. Yep.
So I feel like that's playing, right? And then visual of the crash site. This is like afterwards, like you could tell, even though it's like a second later, it's just like time is passing. There's smoke. Okay, so you see different images of like that time has gone by where the smoke is changing and maybe the ground is changing a little bit, right? So just a few frames there.
Okay.
Smoke clears, layers of ice over the ship, forming fast in a sped up way. Movie reference like 1960s movie The Time Machine. So I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I gotta watch that.
Really cool special effects. I really love The Time Machine special effects from the I think it's 1960 or 1966.
Yeah, you told me to watch that a long time ago.
That really holds up, I think, for effects. And it's actually one of the like that you know how the movies from like the 60s and 70s to us seem like they're paced differently, like paced slower.
Yeah.
I don't think this one is like that as much. This one's got a pace to it, and it's got like a I don't know, like a deep like the character's like really struggling because the reason why he's trying to go in time is because his like I think his wife or his girlfriend died. So he's trying to like just go back there, you know? And things get a little out of control, but the way that they do the effects is crazy.
Because he ends up effects. The effects are nuts.
Yeah, I think you had looked up the video when we were talking about it. But like, you know, I think like something gets jammed in his machine, he gets sped forward or something, and just it's wild how you see things decay and things like that.
That was well done.
This doesn't have to be that extreme, but you know what I mean. Well, you know, it is a lot of time going by, but not like The Time Machine where he went like 12,000 years into the future. No, I'm just like go like 100 years where the ship's getting like covered in ice in like a couple seconds or a couple images. Number 7, still image of the crash site shows many years later. Doesn't look like a crash site anymore, just an icy tundra, but somehow we still recognize this as the crash site of the Circadian. Now we see deep inside the Circadian. It's just a close-up of Bomag Ragtow with his eyes closed in the hypersleep chamber. Okay. You kind of just see his face in the chamber.
Okay.
That's number 8. You guys got anything to say about that?
No, I'm following us. I'm visualizing it.
Outside the ship again, same image as number 7. So we're seeing just that still image of outside of it. It almost doesn't look like the crash site anymore, right? So much time has gone by. Layers of ice covered. The sky is awash with light from a solar satellite directly on the crash site. A pink yellow light with sparkles in it to represent the ice particles melting. Through the frost and dark environment, we see cracks appear on the glass face shield of the hypersleep chamber. So same artwork as number 8, which is Bomag's face, right?
Yeah.
But just one little thing changes. His eyes pop. His eyes pop open, right?
All right.
Outside the ship again, we see some ice is warming and melting. So however we want to show that, because they've aimed the solar satellite at the crash site. There is water droplets on the crash site, so that's probably something we could get, like you got for the space stuff.
Okay.
Number 12 now, so we're almost at the end of the trailer. Albatross Junction promotional art image of Bomag Ragtow walking away from the crash site toward the camera of this, walking away from the crash site of the Circadian toward the camera. Scene is empty, save for him, and the frame alternates to a frame to show movement of Bomag walking toward the camera. So it's like that promotional art that we show sometimes. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me just pull that up because I think I have that.
Oh, is that the one where you see his feet walking?
That's the teaser trailer, but the actual promotional art I'm talking about is like this little thing up in the corner. Do you see that little thing that's Bomag walking?
This right here.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll animate.
You show him for a few seconds and then it goes down to his feet, right?
Well, not really. It's like he'll be getting bigger walking toward the camera and you'll hear like the snow and he'll be animated walking, right? And then the final ending of this thing is he's walking toward the camera. He's obviously looking badass and he's Bomag. And then number 13, end of the trailer, Albatross Junction text appears as the Albatross header becomes visible. 2 bloody swipes form an X across the screen. That's the Diebuck monster's claws. Swipe over the image, so you might see his paw. They form an X, and then the word junction appears below Albatross to form the standard header we have, but with this like bloody slash is behind
I
it.
love that. That's so cool.
The bloody X is still there behind the words, and over the icy background, promotional launch date and IndieGogo information. The trailer ends.
Okay, nice.
What do you
I
think?
like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I think that works.
it works. It works.
It seems doable, right? Like there's not too much like art to be made. It's like we go back and forth a little bit. Like animation wise, we have Bomac walking, we have his eyes opening, and we have some things happening with the ship crashing. Is probably the most intense part of that, right? You know.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. That sounds good as hell. Nice. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. That's very dope, man. See, we got to get it done.
Oh, let's see what this says. I hate my friends. They showed me a video where it has the song that plays when Darth Maul appears. Ooh, I love that one. And the guy goes, "I am Darth Maul" to the beat, and I can't get out of my head now. Oh no. Yeah, like I'd like to take that song seriously too, man. Like I'll read books to that song.
That's crazy.
I have a question for you guys from Primal Gamer. What underrated comic book hero group you think they can make a movie?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know about a group, but Exo Man of War comes to mind.
Ooh,
that'd be pretty sick. From the barbarian to like a futuristic just soldier. That's nuts. What else? Well, my guy Lobo, I don't know if he's underrated, but you know Lobo, I'm a Lobo fanatic, man. I need some Lobo material since like the 90s. I've been dying for that.
Yeah, Lobo's pretty dope.
Lobo was the man, yeah, but a group though. What's an underrated group?
Well, you know, I don't like that newest thing that they've been doing with the New Warriors, but back in the 90s, I was trying to find something alternative to what my best friend Dominic liked, and he loved the X-Men, and I love the X-Men too, but I wondered, do I love the X-Men because Dominic likes the X-Men, or because I really like the X-Men? I'm like, I think I really love the X-Men, but let me explore other things, you know. So I bought like Alpha Flight, I bought Avengers, I bought like Excalibur.
Alpha Flight was dope. That was Canada, right?
That was close. I was almost there with that one. I liked Excalibur. I liked New Warriors. And New Warriors launched.
I couldn't get into those. I guess maybe because I liked it.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't like New Warriors too much.
Like that team from the 90s. I kind of liked them.
I didn't get into it.
But still, I mean, it was no X-Men. But I think if done right, that could work. It's just I saw what they were doing lately. I think that series got canceled. This like new Warriors thing that they were making. But
I need a do-over for Power Man and Iron Fist. I need a real version. I mean, Luke Cage was cool, but it was just too sweet for me. You know what I'm saying?
They should have made him
too Disney for me. I didn't like that.
They didn't make him as badass that he should be.
And I mean, let it take place in the 70s. I'm fine with that. Let it be crazy.
Well, what did you think? What did you think of the Iron Fist?
That was garbage.
Oh my god, that was the worst one, bro. I like Jessica Jones better than that.
Jessica Jones was dope.
Jessica Jones was like so far ahead of that was the worst one. That was the worst one that that Iron Fist, and I wanted it to be the best because Kevin knows how much I love, and Kevin loves it too. Kevin might love Kung Fu more than me, and it must have been a disappointment to see.
It was.
And you know, I actually liked that kid from Game of Thrones. I was happy when they first said Game of Thrones actor, the guy who played Loras, whatever the last name was going to. I was like, okay, let's see what happens, because like I love Game of Thrones. You know, maybe they know who they're tapping here. And then when
he was the one that played
garbage.
Yeah, like it didn't really seem to do Kung Fu properly. Like I was like, it's not good.
Yeah, he was soft, yo. He was softer than a Twinkie filling.
That's what I thought. I thought they made him too damn soft.
I hate
too skinny as well. Like when they took off his shirt,
who I remember.
He was,
Iron Fist was just, he was like a Kung Fu Wolverine with a little more manners.
Well, and also the way they drew him, he was buff. Like
He was
you just
fit.
can't get
He was-
someone
he was like-
skinny. Like, see,
He
for
was fit and
Spider-Man,
crazy.
it almost makes sense. Like if you show me a skinny person, you're like, he's Spider-Man. It's like we could buy that. Okay, Spider-Man could be skinny. We could buy that. But to show me like Iron Fist or just like someone like who's supposed to be a little bit buff, that's not.
Yo, I
right.
need that page, Ant. I need that page, Ant.
Which one?
Well, like, see, like
the page that you were doing with the astronauts.
Yeah, but I didn't photograph that properly yet, unless you want me to go do it. Well,
no, I mean, I just need I need something. I need to
You
get
want it
something started.
see, Hugh Jackman did a good job as Wolverine. Don't get me wrong there. But I think they missed the mark because Wolverine is supposed to be short and stocky.
He's supposed to he's supposed to look like he stinks. And Hugh Jackman just looked too Broadway clean for me. I don't have that there.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, man.
Howling Commandos series. That would be cool. Team, which is a team of monster-like heroes that work for S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, this is the one that like Captain America led for a while, right?
Okay.
I like that.
Yo, do you guys remember?
Commandos.
Do you remember? Not Suicide Squad the movie, but there was like there was a comic book series called Suicide Squad or Suicide Kings. I'm not too sure. That series, that comic book was dope. They had like the dude with like he had like a tiger head, remember?
Tiger head. No.
Let me see. See if I can find it. It was nuts.
Yeah, to move forward here on my next page, I need to look up the script here, which I'm doing right now. That astronaut scene continues.
Here's a tripped out comic, man.
I don't know that one.
Samurai.
Nice.
Looks like he's fighting Gorilla Grodd.
You remember? Any of you ever read Nth Man?
Sounds familiar. Nth Man. Sounds familiar.
He looked like a blonde. He looked like a blonde-haired Steven Seagal with a sword and a machine gun, like a Vietnam vet, and he would like he had like some type of powers. He was just a beast.
The name sounds familiar. That image doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, I said before, I would try to buy some weird comics because I tried to.
I used to like this right here, man.
That Dominic, who was a year older, didn't know about, but it was hard. No, this is an awesome X-Men issue right here. What's that?
That's fire.
241.
I drew that like
251
times. It was crazy.
That is real good issue.
Yeah.
Yo, share my screen for Nth Man. I got it up. That's what she said.
Yes. Yes. I may have had this one.
I never seen that one.
Anything that said ninja, I bought it.
It was pretty wild, man.
It was $1. You know, I might have had multiples of that one actually.
And then this is the Suicide Squad I was talking about, like the OG. This right here. This was dope.
What did y'all think about this?
Oh, what is that? I didn't read that.
This one might be beyond my time.
Yeah, I didn't read that at all.
Yeah, this is.
What year would you say that? Like 2005 or so?
Shit, I'd have to look at it. Somewhere. No, I think a little bit later than that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was probably absent from the game for a while around that time.
I got a classic one from Mundo that I showed you before. Ant. Remember this one?
Squad.
Remember this guy?
Oh yeah. I think I've got that one.
What is it? 205?
This coloring is like an inspiration for me for a lot of stuff.
Oh man, no, this is sick. The interior is sick, man. I stare at this a lot. Like the detail was nuts, man. It used to make my brain hurt. I would try to redraw some of these panels as a kid, and I could never do it, and it would just it would hurt, man. It would hurt my feelings. I would be so hurt. Like, look at this panel, bro. These panels are nuts.
Kev.
Yo.
Kev.
Yo. Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
You got him at hand. You didn't go into another
Nice.
room or
Right
nothing.
there. Yeah, this is right there on your drawer. Sheesh.
True player for real.
He's right there with it.
I'm down,
right
man. I'm
there.
down. Tell you.
I'm trying to see what I got next to me here. Nothing.
Can you call
Nothing.
the number with the thing to see if we got it or not for girls?
Mundo's got comic books and a firearm within reach.
That's funny. That's funny. So what I have next to me, I got this Wolverine.
Oh, I don't know if I
yeah.
had this one.
That
No,
was
I don't
pretty
think I
wild.
had that issue. No.
I got the OGs. Got all of them.
So I have all of them too.
All of them. Got the doubles.
Dominic actually got
It's-
mine
it's-
signed by Chris Claremont.
Jesus.
Oh shit, that's badass.
One up much.
That's
Yo,
you know what's
I
crazy.
didn't mind
Dominic
these.
went and stood in line.
I didn't mind these Alien vs Predators, man. These were pretty good.
I say I wasn't into
Did you
those,
get
but I think
that-
I had one of these. Not
These were
that
good,
one.
man.
Did-
And this was
Yeah.
kind of bugged
Did you
out.
get
This
the
was bugged out.
Batman? Did you get the Batman versus Predator?
No, I didn't get that one.
I got a couple of those.
I vaguely remember it, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I got a
I
couple
didn't
of
get
those.
it. That was crazy. And then I got, this is one of my all-time faves, man. Like the artwork used to bother me, but the story was just so sick, and then the movie was even sicker that I know I can't say anything bad about it.
Oh
Crow?
yeah,
This is
love
classic.
that
Bro.
movie.
This
Classic.
book is, man, and the artwork is all over the place. It just changes every other page. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Every few pages, it just looks like a different artist.
Here's a note to the one that's coming up.
Morbius, yeah, I never read those. I didn't even know who he was. He looked familiar when I looked him up, but I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah, he's kind of like. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're just playing him off kind of like a Batman wannabe with.
And then this
but
this
he's
is
a vampire,
definitely
so
this is definitely like my guilty pleasure, man.
You're so into Lobo
there you
too.
go.
I love Lobo.
Oh,
Man.
look
That's
how
my
little his
dude.
head is on that one.
Well, this is a different. This is like they kind of like started bugging out with this type of look.
Oh,
It's a
it's
little
like more
different.
of a cartoon, almost like Krusty the Clown.
Yeah,
type of look
it's
or
almost like Jamie Hewlett drew it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty bugged out. Pretty
See,
bugged
and I
out.
got all these. I got the Rise of the Midnight Sun series, man.
Yo, I need something to draw, man. I feel like I'm missing the opportunity.
You got
to
so
get
many
drawn.
unfinished pages. Just pull one of those pages up.
Just put one of
Start.
those pages up, right?
You got so many blank pages with the pencils that you didn't do shit to.
I didn't do shit too, man. I don't want to go backwards. This
Okay, for further review, I've decided to allow female students. But if you want to be in Cobra Kai, you can't act like a girl.
What do you mean? How do girls act?
All emotional, loud, complaining, never letting me finish a sentence. My student tells me you've been harassed at school.
Mostly online. I get mean texts and emails sent to me.
Who sends you these messages?
Well, they're mostly anonymous. And they tell me things like I'm ugly and that I should kill myself.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
A bunch of pussies. Back in my day, if you wanted to tease someone, you did it to their face. It was honor, respect.
Here you go. Here's one.
Kev, that looks fantastic. That page.
That
This
does.
is-
Window, show what
this
you
is
had.
what
real
I'm.
quick. Oh yeah, Ghost Rider. Oof, I don't think I had
Ghost Rider
this.
looks sick.
That
That's
must have
the
been
best.
Yeah, I used to
something
love
new.
Ghost
Marvel
Rider, man.
masterpieces. That must have been
I
like
used
a
to love Ghost Rider.
rebranded issue that had a new cover or something. Marvel masterpieces, like Star Wars Legends, probably. Right?
Yeah. Well,
Like
speaking
something
of
on
the Star
another
Wars,
issue reprint.
yeah. Speaking of Star Wars,
Ooh, look
check
at that!
this
Like a
out.
1982.
100th issue. My wife bought it for me, dude. A
Wow.
while
Crazy.
back. some time ago. I think it's been like almost shoot. I want to say like 10 years plus already.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Okay, that page looks great too.
Yo, when in doubt, black it out. Still holds up in my book.
That works for that.
I love that. I love the depth of it.
When in doubt, black it out. Yeah.
Jim Lee 101. See the one that said that in those old videos? Or maybe it was
no, it was him. It was him when he was drawing like a leg or something crazy. Remember, he was drawing like the leg, and he was like, if you're not too sure on how to like shade it, just black it out. And he did it real fast, and it was still incredible. I was like, oh my God. Like this dude, like who is this guy?
So fast with like a Sharpie.
Yeah, he's disgusting, man. He's disgusting.
These geeks hide behind their computers. What a bunch of spineless losers.
What? Wait.
You're not afraid of these losers, are you?
No.
You're gonna take shit from these losers.
No.
Good. Because when I'm done with you, you're gonna be sending a message back. Only it's not gonna be with your keyboard. It's gonna be with your fists.
God.
Get him,
Here's what one of the Batman versus Predator.
Oh, nice.
Batman could win against a Predator?
That would be I think that would be an awesome video, man. Movie.
It's probably on YouTube already. Everything's on YouTube.
Everything is, yeah. Literally. Let's see.
When in doubt, black it out. You know what though? Not like this Kimosabi.
Yeah, like outside those hangers could be the light of the day. The light, like whatever type of. Remember how the progression of the day works for these scenes? It like slowly becomes sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So that could, even though it's like white light coming through the cockpit on the bottom two panels up in those top hangers, it could be like a sunset colors of some sort, because it would still be bright when they're inside the cabin, you know.
All right. Yeah, I was never sure what the perspective was on those hangers.
It's like deep back there. I'm thinking like that's open out there.
One of my favorite books from Wolverine is right here, man.
Which one is that? Oh, I remember that. I never had it, but I remember that. I redrew that a few times too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Did you get the Death Wolverine?
Yeah,
that was pretty sick. I
don't know if I said this one already. Primal Gamer says the one hero who needs a remake is Spawn. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the original. I'm not mad at it, but it could have used some updating.
It was decent.
Yeah, even John Leguizamo didn't bother me. I was like, oh, he's pretty crazy.
Red and black or red and blue suit, is that for Spider-Man?
The red and black is pretty sick.
I don't know who he's referring to. Maybe.
Oh, you talking about Spawn? Spawn? You talking about Spawn suit, right? I'm guessing you just Spawn, red and black.
I don't remember him having a red and blue.
Yeah, I think he did.
Check this out. Number 2 issue of Wolverine.
Oh wow!
I remember that. That's
that samurai thing from the movie.
Yeah.
I had issue number 1 also, but I had to sell it when one of my kids got when I was in Austin, we couldn't pay for a bill and had to get some money and had to sell it in order
That
to
hurts.
survive. Yeah, it's that issue number 1 where it's all purple and he's got his claws popping out and he's got that finger like, come here.
Oh yeah. He's got that weird smile on his face. Yeah. I think I got it, but not a first run.
Yeah, no, mine was the very first run.
Yeah, I don't have a first run, but I got that same one somewhere in this room.
I was just too desperate to get money to survive, so had to let it go. And I know that.
Yeah, I mean, so it played its part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that comic shop that I sold it to, I know I got gypped, but oh well.
Yeah, it's hard not to get gypped because they just want to make as much money as they can on a resale, and they make it sound like, you know.
Yeah.
They always make it sound like they don't need the sale.
Well, he was telling me. Well, the guy was just telling me that, you know, he wouldn't be able to sell it for what I was wanting for it, and I was like, you know, bullshit. I know you could do better than that.
Sucks. That's the worst feeling ever, man. Leaving a sale or a business transaction that just doesn't feel good. Like every time you buy a car. Every time I buy a car, I feel like I just got just wasted on it.
Yeah.
Well, I used to watch this show that was on you know, back when like cable was like really hot, like back in like 06. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of shows. Everybody was subscribed to cable. This is before Netflix, and I think it's maybe right before, or like Netflix was out there renting videos, whatever they were doing. But they you know, they just had so many different shows. There was like one show that was all about a car dealership. They actually had multiple shows about a car dealership, but there was this one sleazy car dealership out in Las Vegas. They would show like the backroom stuff that was going on and what the salesman would say when the people would leave and different things. And like one lady would come in and they would like goad them into saying how much they can spend. So she was like, "Oh, I could spend like $300 a month." And so even though at the time you could get like a Lexus for the $300 a month, they took her 300 and they put her into like a low level Chevy, and just like Chevy Equinox when she could have gotten the RX 300 Lexus. And they just sent her on her way. She was like, you know, pretty happy. But in the back room, they were like, "Oh, she's so stupid. You know, she could have got the Lexus, but we took her money anyway and gave her something shitty." I mean, they were like doing sleazy stuff. Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, some guy was like a character in the show. He looked like I don't know, like a mobster or some kind of character. He was like the owner of the dealership, but the salesmen were sleazy as well, and they would, you know, perform these deals that inevitably the person would get screwed over. Just, I don't know why.
Always
just would just like would always kind of happen. Like even like the nicest people would kind of catch it the worst. You know, like the people that would like offer up their information. Like, "Oh, I got like $350 a month." And they're like, "Okay, great. We'll put you into this you know, Camaro or something," when like really they could have had like a Mercedes or something.
Yeah, and that's what I found out is that actually used car dealerships are the ones that screw you more than anything else.
I guess nowadays though, where everyone can see prices and like how much people are paying, it's like a lot harder. Like every time me and my dad went to like one of these places looking for a car, like we had, you know, like information when we got online, like, oh, how much these cars are going for.
Yeah, but a lot of
stuff.
people don't know what their credit score is worth. You know what I'm saying?
What it's
Like,
worth.
it took me a while.
Yeah. So they play that game. They're like, you know, you only got like a 745, so it's like the bank only wants to give you this much. It's like, come on. But then they're like, oh,
I bet you nowadays
we can
though
finance it for 8%. It's like 8%, bro.
I thought like
3%.
they're so low whatever rates now because like they want to give people loans now.
Yeah, no, but the shady dealerships, they'll lie to you. Like they'll play with that, give themselves wiggle room to.
Primal Gamer meant Spider-Man. So the blue and red or the black and red? I prefer
Black and red
blue
is sick,
and red for that one.
Yeah, blue and red is just too classic to like go against. But black and red looks dope.
If the black and red is the one I'm thinking of, it has like these weird red toes on the feet parts that I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
Here's a Spider-Man signed by Sam De La Rosa, buddy.
Nice.
Oh, that's wild. I never seen that.
Those hologram
Never seen that.
things those hologram covers were cool.
Those hologram covers get money too. Remember we were at Secret Stash and he was like, "Yo, if you get the hologram, whatever the blah 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 blah," he was like, "Those are usually worth a lot."
Oh, Kev, look at the Spider-Man here. It looks like that Spider-Man that was like in front of the Marvel cartoons of the 80s. Remember that one that would like crawl and it looked so 3D? It was rad. Do you remember that, Kev?
Kind of.
Yeah.
They had it like in front of like Super Friends maybe, or one of those other where like Spider-Man looked like he was. I don't know how they made this graphic, but it was like better than whatever the show did. You know what I mean? But it was like Spider-Man crawling upside down. If you remember that.
That was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, like the thing that happened before the show. You know what I mean? There was like a little graphic, like a little bumper.
Yeah.
It was sick. It said like Marvel or something. He climbed on the M of Marvel, and it looked just amazing for the time. It was like crazy.
Nah, I don't remember that at all.
You know, to my kid eye.
Don't remember it.
All reminiscent.
Nice.
That is cool.
I'm loving that. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it, man. Bro, what was that?
That's our love story.
Jesus Christ. Was that Zap? What was that? Scott Baio?
Yeah.
Oh, love story. Oh my God. Yo, why they start laughing?
Isn't that the worst?
It's funny. It's funny that you showed that clip.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny that you showed that clip from Zap, man, because I got that movie. I was like, man, I gotta watch that again.
I used to watch that movie every time it was playing on like the Saturday night late night movie, like midnight movie. I would just like, yo, I gotta stay up and watch Zap. Zap is the best.
Dude, that was like funny ass movie. I couldn't get enough watching it, dude.
Scott Baio was the man back in them days. Chachi was the man.
Chachi, man.
Chachi was the man, yo.
He had it going on.
When
he was Charles in charge. Charles in charge.
Yeah, hell yeah. Of my days and my nights.
Dude, here's one that I thought was gonna be worth something because I pulled it from one of my uncle's stashes, dude. Spider-Man, but
was that a Goblin?
Yeah, that's
nice.
I remember that one. I remember
that
one.
Jack Kirby?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
The only bad thing about it, man, it's got a lot of creases in it and stuff.
That's
it's
all
so
right.
old. It's so old.
I mean, that image tells the whole story because it's showing that he knew that was Peter Parker. That image is telling a whole story. You know, that he knows who Peter Parker is. That's big. That's like it took an entire movie last year to tell that what he did in one image.
Yeah, and see something like that. it's those movies like that should take their time in telling those kind of stories, because whether it be like maybe a 2 or 3, maybe even a 4-parter, but if you do it right, now these days they just rush everything. But if they had done it right, man, I think some of those movies would have been even off the charts.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
They're just too in a hurry. They're just too in a hurry to put, things out there and make that money, instead of putting, more love into the movies. You know what I mean? More heart into the movies.
Yeah, it's all about the bottom line.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line.
The rest of the story.
Oh snap. Oh snap. So what do you keep all your books in, like a crate, old school crate or something?
Just a box, buddy. Just a box.
Nice.
Well, I've got a small gray crate.
Yeah.
It's more like a hard plastic. It's with a handle on it for like filing. But I put my I put my most beloved Wolverine comics in that one. My most prized comics in that.
I remember being a kid and going around the stores asking for milk crates. Cause I just love just having milk crates. You know what I'm saying? Putting all my books in those.
Mm-hmm. But see, I gotta let them breathe once in a while, because you don't want that color to go bad. So you gotta let them breathe once in a while.
Well, I kept it in the basement next to the washing machine, and the washing machine flooded. That hurt. That was a painful day, man.
Oh, I bet.
And the worst thing about it was I didn't even realize it until they all just like dried and crusted together.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't even open them. Oh, that was bad.
Ooh. And
that
really hurts. That really hurts.
And I had like again, it wasn't a first run, but I had the XMen #1, and it was just cool to have. You know what I'm saying? It was just cool to have, but it wasn't a first run.
Mm-hmm. And what you got up there?
I'm actually about to do a thumbnail for. Something just happened to my computer. About to do the next thumbnail, which is actually page 26. If I can. Okay. Something got lost on my computer screen though.
Thumbnail for what?
The next page number 26.
I'm thinking thumbnail for video or something. I didn't realize you were making a thumbnail. I feel like time is flying right now.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Page 25. 25. What'd you say, Mundo?
When do you guys plan on doing some like your cards, your like trading card stuff?
I think that's gonna be like a last minute. Like, let's use this. Is that
kind of like
this,
towards the end?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, my guess.
Trying to get to a better place with this actual production first.
No. I totally understand. It's just when some people ask, if people ask me like, "Hey, when are they going to come out? Or are they going to come out with trading cards and stuff?"
Well, yeah, because like certain trading cards are going to be like based on some of the concept art too. So let's say like we do a trading card for Dobbs, it'll probably be that concept art from the website for Dobbs for John Dobbs. And then on the back will be like added stats and material, like maybe a paragraph about Dobbs, and then like a stat chart, that type of thing. So some of it will be like art that we'll produce for the cards, and then some of it will be like some art that we have already. Same thing with the posters. Like I would say there's going to be 4 promotional posters, and maybe 1 or 2 of them, like the art exists already. And then let's say still, so certain things will be kind of repurposed from certain concept art or certain like Like for instance, one of the trading cards is going to be like the places. There's going to be like 6 trading cards for like the different places. So it'll be like Pikeburg, and you'll see like that image that Kevin drew already of Pikeburg, and on the back will be some information and some stats about the city. Basically like a similar looking chart to what the people have, but different stats for the places. You know, you might see a card for Motor Scotia. Kevin already drew that. We will probably have to make one for Quantum Heights. We'll have to make one for, I forget what, I think Kevin came up with a name for like the mountainous people, but I forget what it is right now. But there's like a whole, it's kind of the biggest population of people lives like within a like a nuclear fortified mountain, because
they're all just ruined.
They stay warm because of the radiation of like old discarded nuclear material that lasts, you know, whatever it is, like 400,000 year half-life, that just like they have a way to like use it as a fuel for their heat, but it hurts them. It's pretty messed up.
The trading card for the Divik, so you're going to use that one that you have the image where he smashed that thing and destroyed it.
I think like I don't know, I was thinking like for the Dybbuk, I would love to have fresh art of like the Dybbuk drooling or something, like really looking slimy.
What? I would honestly like to draw him like remember Pit, that Pit #1 comic that I had? Like it was just a close up of his face with his mouth open.
That's kind of what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing like slimier, you know?
Yeah.
Like a slime ball.
Slimier.
Pretty sick.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great.
That'd be dope.
However you guys do, I know. However you guys do it, it's gonna work out awesome. I know it will.
Actually, we're gonna Kevin, we should go out to eat with Jane next week if you can. She invited us today for maybe like a week from today, like Wednesday. Yeah. Maybe we'll get Lori to go.
Did she hit you up? Because I hit her up today too, but I didn't know that she was in. I didn't know.
I hit her up. I hit her up. I said, what did I ask her about?
That's crazy. I hit her up
about
today
her dog and something else. Yeah, because I was thinking about her last night, but I didn't go to sleep till about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I thought about her like 3:40. I was like, let me text Jane. I'm like, no, I gotta wait till tomorrow. It's 4 in the morning, you know. So I waited till today, and then I texted her, and then she said, oh yeah, you know, gather up the crew. We'll go out to eat. And she said, have you talked to Lori lately? And I said, no. I mean, I said, well, like 2 weeks ago I did. Jane hadn't. So I texted Lori. She answered back. She's going to check her schedule. And then, you know, whatever you can do about it. She said maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I told her I'm free you know, it doesn't matter as far as next week. I don't care what day it is.
Yeah.
Basically, as long as it's not Tuesday, because we might have a meeting.
That's true. Definitely going to have a meeting.
How's that car? Nancy, you hear that? Okay. Love you too. That was my mom, actually. Change that ringtone. Get some Guns N' Roses or something. What's Guns N' Roses? I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
This dude is the best, man.
I love Johnny Lawrence.
He's the best.
I feel like he got bullied by the Karate Kid pretty bad.
He did.
From his perspective, he got bullied.
That's funny. It's ironic.
I definitely always thought it was weird in the movie when like the Karate Kid like threw that like water or whatever he threw on.
Yeah, like why would you do that?
What, that was so weird. Like, of course now you're asking for an ass kicking. Like that, it wasn't that bad what he got before that, but then after that, of course he's an enemy.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was just dumb.
I mean, they needed a plot to the movie, but really, I mean, they weren't really that bad at bullies until he, you know, pushed them.
Oh my god!
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
So, is this a movie or a show? It sounded like you were saying it was a show.
What is?
It's Cobra Kai, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Cobra Kai. Yeah, it's a show.
I didn't know it was a show.
I love scratchboard art. Are you talking about the black stuff that you scratch off and then it's like white? It's white. I love that. I'm always talking to Kevin about that. Primal Gamer says, "You ever use that scratchboard?" I love that stuff. I have some of it here. I was thinking
I
about
never
doing some
used it.
Albatross artwork because like Albatross is based in the dark basically. So we were thinking about doing something. And I even bought some black canvases because I was going to paint with tones on a black canvas and just see how that might work out for some Albatross concepts. Maybe that that baby concept, that yin yang baby concept that me and Kevin came up with.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Now you're gonna have to come up with the lightsaber from Albatross Junction space.
Yeah, I had an
That'd be
idea
crazy.
about that. I had an idea about that since our comic launches. Well, I was going to talk to Harris first about this, but our comic launches October 1st, and I was considering using a lightsaber that we're making for a contest that ends October 1st. So I don't know. I have to talk to Harris about that, like making that the prize. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that crew?
I need them to come back. I don't know if they're coming back soon. I hope they're coming back.
Yeah, it's a
It's
rough
hard
one,
to do everything alone.
Yeah, it's rough.
A Circadian saber.
That'd be sick.
That'd be wild.
You see, and what you would do is you on the hilt end, put like where you can see through the like big old gouges in there, where like the divots just try to grab it and rip the metal, and you can see like you can see some of the crystals, some of the wires and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I think that would be sick. But make it like look part of like the Circadian ship.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, Primal, that's actually fun. That's a really fun project. Hopefully your friend feels better. He says his friend's having a tough time. She's crying herself to sleep. He's going to try to make her feel better.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah, it's rough.
She'll be happy to know that, you know, her friends are thinking about her and you made something for her. Yeah, I like the panels you put in behind Donovan. I don't think I saw those previous to tonight.
Oh,
Kev,
nice.
Like back in the hallway there. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I could see Casso in there. I could make out Casso in one of those planets. I could tell.
Just red as hell.
I'm trying so hard not to say it, but I gotta do it, Kev.
What's that?
Tone down the Krypton.
Tone down the Krypton. Tone down the Krypton.
Tone back the Krypton.
I was like, what?
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy fucking fix.
That was funny too. That was funny.
She loves corgis. This is Primal's friend. She loves corgis, so I'm gonna make one of those. I love any kind of dogs, man. Any kind of dogs. Corgis are really cute too. Corgis are cute dogs.
Every time I hear corgi or see a corgi, I think of Space Cowboy, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, there you go. That was a good show.
Yeah, that show was dope. Wasn't that dog a corgi?
I think so. I Yeah, I think it was. It had a really good storyline to it.
That show was the best.
That's what drew me to it.
That show was the greatest.
But Edo was just an all-around badass. So
who was?
He got the main character. I mean, he got into so much shit. He got into so much shit, but at least he got out of it because he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he was no joke. I remember for a while they were talking about Keanu Reeves playing that role.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think he can pull it off.
Cowboy Bebop.
What about Scott? Oh, what's his name?
Jet.
Scott Baio.
Yo, that laugh is terrible.
The guy who played Stifler, what's his name?
Oh, I don't know his name.
You know, from American Pie, the guy that played Stifler?
Yeah, I don't know the actor's name though.
But I think he could pull it off. I think he
so?
could pull it off.
I think they need just a skinny Asian dude. You know? Gotta be. Cowboy Bebop.
Skinny Asian.
Yeah, what was his name? Oh my god, I'm ashamed.
What do you think? Maybe Donnie Yen?
I don't know.
Donnie Yen can't be everything.
Yeah, he's kind of old too.
Yeah.
Like he's finally old.
Okay.
Donnie Yen is my guy.
Who's that? What's maybe
you know who could do it? I don't know if you ever seen The Man from Nowhere, but the guy who played the Man from Nowhere could definitely pull it off.
Yeah. But what about the guy that played in what is it, Enter the Badlands?
Oh yeah, I guess.
That guy was good.
Yeah, he could kind of do it.
The main character, the guy that
with the red trench.
Yeah.
Yo, what was Cowboy Bebop's name though? Why can't I remember this? I'm ashamed.
Me too.
It was Jet Black.
You got the Google.
Ed was the little hacker kid. I don't want to look it up. I kind of just wanted to hit me because I watched this show like I watched everything. I knew everything about this damn show. No, I can't.
How can you live with yourself?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Talk about being old.
And you should have played with that a long time ago, earlier.
These geeks hide behind their computers. What a bunch of spineless losers.
Yeah, what the hell was his name?
Oh, my kids took my
Damn it, man.
My kids took my tablet. You know what?
I think Primal Gamer's gonna come with the answer.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'll look up that bitch right now.
Damn it, man. I'm trying to remember before you find it.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. Oh man, I'll be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad when you say it. Damn it, man.
You probably remember before I find it because my damn laptop's so freaking slow. And I thought I fixed it.
I'm drawing a serious blank.
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy fucking fix.
And that's classic, dude. That's classic.
Damn it, man.
Nothing makes me happier than this one now.
That makes me happy.
That's the one. That's the one right there.
I'm gonna find a picture of my family's bar and I'm gonna send it to you guys.
Yeah, send it. We could pick some stuff up out of it.
How long ago did they have it?
Oh, it's been many years. I think it was lost like probably before I was in my teens.
87.
It was probably maybe even lost while I was in my like 10 or 12 years old. After my grandfather died, because I was very young when my grandfather died, and so I never knew what it looked like, or where it was, or anything like that. All I knew is that my grandparents lived in Kingsville, Texas, and that that's where my dad and my grandfather had their bar. But that was it. I mean, I didn't know anything up until that, until recently about the bar, the story behind things and stuff like that. And so when this corona crap comes off the, when everything gets better and stuff like that, I want to actually take a trip and see if I can go inside the bar and take some family take some pictures, and just to kind of feel the ambience of the place, see if I can feel my grandfather's presence in the bar and stuff, and my dad, I mean, because I can literally say, this was my family bar, and
yeah, you got to do it. You got to just you trying to go this year?
Well, I'm hoping I can. I mean, that's gonna be a bucket list thing for me.
Just like if you can, you want to go before like the holidays come back around. They think it's gonna spike. Spike Spiegel. God damn it, that was his name.
Are you serious?
See, look, and my
So I
can't even see my screen's not even up yet, so it's like.
So they say it's gonna spike again. Like when fall comes around and all that other stuff.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I watch the news and they say it's like spiking again. Like, don't they say that every day? That like it's spiking. Is it really spiking?
Well, it's actually spiking over here in Corpus. Again. It's actually spiking over here in Corpus, guys.
Because people are getting happy and they're going to bars and doing stupid stuff.
They said because a lot of people went out on Memorial Day and did a party, then that's catching up with them, I guess, around the time now. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess so. Is this a couple weeks later?
Well, here it is. A lot of people went to the beach, and over here the beach.
Yeah, the beaches, they're acting real stupid at the beach, man.
What they're like really close, huddled up, right? Whereas the beach, you would expect you could kind of spread out,
but they're not. They're just not doing that.
I don't know. Man. Do you know what the reality of it all is? Is that whenever you went someplace last year, there was a line. I mean, if it was a good place, there was a line. The beach was crowded. I mean, there really wasn't room to spread out, unless half the people stay home. Like, you go to New York, you're going to wait in line at a good place on a Friday night at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30. You're going to wait. At 9 o'clock on Saturday, you're going to wait. At 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8, you're going to wait. Like, there wasn't this extra space. Like, they're saying, like, yeah, like, oh, you're going to, we're going to do 50%. What are you talking about? Like, who's going to stay? Which 50% are staying home? Because from what I remember, there's a line. Like, when you want to go to the movies, there's a line to, show the ticket. Like, the movie's packed. I mean, I don't know. Who do you think's going to stay home? I don't know. Or who do they want to stay home? But that they say 50% got to stay home. Like, who are those 50% though?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Because nobody thinks it's them.
Nope. It's that normalcy bias.
Like me, 5 minutes ago, I was talking about going out to lunch next week. I want to go out to lunch, but I don't know. They're saying things are spiking out. Who knows what's going on over here?
Spike Spiegel.
No, but they actually say over here in Jersey, they're actually put out a little thing that said if you're driving up from Florida, if you're driving in from North Carolina, if you're coming from this state or that state, they listed like 13 states today. And they said if you're coming here to New York, New Jersey, PA or Connecticut or like whatever the states were over here, they said you got to quarantine for 14 days.
Wow. Yeah.
Just driving
How
across the
how
state
far
line.
how far are you guys from like up from to the next state? You know, how close are you from a border?
Like we're like 30 miles from New York. Kevin's closer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And Philly, I'm like an hour away from Philly, so about the same. An hour to New York for me, an hour to Philly, and 2 hours to Delaware, or
Like I'm
3
in.
hours
I
to
could be in
Maryland.
Staten Island in like 10 minutes.
Oh wow. That is cool. That's cool.
Is that with a Fusion air cycle?
No, I could get to the outer bridge quick. Whenever I hit the outer bridge coming home, I'm home in 10 minutes.
Lose it, kick it, burn fat, burn fat.
That's so
Kevin
random.
runs.
Hey,
That's
you need
random.
to play. You need to play that like right before somebody gets killed.
That's crazy.
Use it. It's funny.
Crazy.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me a couple more drinks, guys.
All right,
Okay.
man.
Primal Gamer says, I feel like a kid having reduced recess time because a few kids don't want to listen. Yeah,
That's good analogy.
that's what's going to happen. Because they're talking about, like, we don't want to have to lock back down again, but
They're gonna. Nobody listens. Definitely gonna lock back down again. Definitely. It's crazy.
Oh.
What's up, man?
Okay, I'm back. I love it. I'm
Kev.
just a
Yo,
Mundo, tell me what you think about this.
okay.
Don't you know something is fucked up? Like when you're like watching something or like someone's talking to you, like something's fucked up is coming when you hear the words "with all due respect." Like
Yes.
whatever comes next is going to be terrible. Like with all due respect, it's like okay, like now what? Like it's going to be awful, whatever they say.
yeah, it's like, listen, man. Like with all due
See,
respect,
to
you've
me
always been an asshole.
that kind of
Like you've always smelled, It's never going to be good.
it's never gonna be good every time you hear that. Either somebody dies, somebody gets fucked up, or somebody gets shot. I mean, like, damn. It's like a cue for bad things.
With all due respect.
All due
And
respect,
like
I don't know what you're
the
talking about.
the street version of that is not for nothing.
Not for nothing.
Hey, do
He's
you
always
guys?
been an asshole.
Do you guys check this out? Look at that. Mouse
What's
pad.
that?
What
Does
is
that
that?
clean
That's
your
a mouse-
hand while your hand rolls over that?
No, it's a mouse pad. Check it out. It's a mouse pad, man.
The graphics are dope on it. The new Astrolight mouse pad.
Cooler
Yeah.
graphics.
Got like a nebulized nebula.
Listen,
I'm
I
about to
got a couple of
nebulizer.
these. I got a couple of extra one of these. You guys want some?
You make this or something? Where's that from?
Oh, I got a buddy of mine that makes these.
Oh, nice.
He
I love
he
space
orders them.
stuff.
He actually orders them, and he's got like huge catalogs, but he's pretty cool, man.
You know, a lot
He
of
had some
people
extra
that
ones.
just do stuff. That's wild.
So, do you guys need any mouse pads? I mean, I'll send them to you if y'all want them or not.
Next time you
Mouse
send me a
pads.
box, put it in the box, but don't send a box just for that because it would cost too much.
No. I'll send it with when I send y'all like with the shot glasses and stuff.
Nice. Mundo's sending us
Okay.
gifts.
Hell
Got
yeah.
gifts coming.
Hell yeah. But I gotta make sure I get y'all some good, decent shot glasses, not no shitty like crappy ones.
Some Corpus
You know?
Christi ones.
Yeah.
You sent
But I
them with
want
some
it-
steaks.
Some steaks.
Shot glasses.
You
some
want steaks? Hey, you want steaks, man? I'll cook those for you guys whenever y'all come to hang out at the ranch, man.
The ranch, boy. Ooh. I'll probably be scared as hell to sleep on a ranch, man.
Why?
Just
I got
because
a cabin, man.
I'm just used to city shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I sleep like a
cabin.
baby in the middle of 42nd Street, but put me in the woods with no sound. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on here? I hear
no, but I think
dude.
no, but that
Are you
area is like
serious?
it's like different. Like if we were talking about northeast woods, I would say, Kev, look, it's like the witch or something, right? And you'd be like, oh my god, the witch, you know. But down there, like in Texas, I wouldn't think anything's going on in the woods.
You
know?
crazy, man. Let me
What
tell you
be going
something.
on?
My father lived in South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and I would go out for a walk at night, and you hearing like I heard a rattlesnake. I was like, yo, I was bugging out. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yo, the woods are just alive, bro. You feel it, you see it. There's some bugs you never seen flying like they would. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was
That's
like,
why
yo, this
you
is nuts.
talking to a country boy here, man. Ain't
Yeah, that's
nothing
crazy.
but good. Yeah, that stuff ain't nothing but music to me, man.
Woo, I don't know. It freaks me out, but I want to do it though. I'm down.
Well, it ain't no joke, man. We got a cabin out here. We be, got a couple of bunk beds out there and AC and TV and all that good stuff, man.
That's awesome.
Nice.
We'll
Yeah,
sit by the
definitely do it.
fire, have some steaks, all that good shit.
Yeah, nothing sounds better than that to me.
So we'll plan it. We'll plan it when all this stuff, when everybody can travel, do all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hey yeah.
I'll show you some Texas hospitality, man.
Texas hospitality.
Ain't nothing this country boy can't survive.
I believe it, yeah. I believe it. When in doubt, black it out.
There you go. How can you live with yourself?
I like Mundo's version of it better.
This page is getting there.
It's getting it. I like the depth of it. The light, the white parts.
It's definitely getting there.
Well, I mean, it shows a pretty good amount of depth to it though, because you're looking from like way, like what is that? Back of the ship area to the front.
Well, this at the top of it is the hangar showing the ship.
Yeah.
And then this is like he's coming from the back to the cockpit. And
well,
then,
that's what I'm saying. You're in the back to the front area. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
But that's what I like right there, because you really show the depth of the ship right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's cool. It's a cool page. I mean,
you guys just do some amazing work, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks so much, Mundo.
Appreciate it, sir. All right.
Primal Gamer says, as I'm scrolling through these corgi images, I slowly want one more and more. It's amazing too when you if you take a walk on the boardwalk or something, how many corgis you'll see. It's a popular dog right now. Look at John Dobbs. He's got Beats headphones.
What is that? A dog in a handbag?
Oh, yeah, he's got it made.
No, a corgi's bigger than that. A corgi is 30 pounds, maybe.
Yeah, they're like little. They're little fluffy dogs, though.
Fluffy.
You said I love Fluffy? Fluffy dogs. Foo-foo dogs. No, they're nice, though. They're cool dogs.
Foo-foo dogs. Yeah.
They ain't cheap. Damn corgi ain't cheap at all.
I had a miniature schnauzer at one time.
Oh, nice.
Love them dogs, man. Them dogs are smart as fuck.
You got any dogs now?
Nah, not right now. Can't afford it right now.
Oh yeah, dogs ain't no joke. It's a kid. It's a kid. It's a child.
Yeah, it's an extra mouth to feed. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs. I mean, I love dogs. I love cats. Allergic to cats. So, but
Nah, I don't like cats, man. I'm not gonna lie about that one. I can't stand a cat.
No.
Nah, man. I'm allergic to cats. So it's like
Me too.
everybody like they could kill they kill me, but you know, I never met a cat that liked me, man. They could just feel I just don't like cats. I told Ann a couple of stories I had where this cat just attacked the hell out of me.
Kev, what's that tattoo on your left arm or on your arm? Primal Gamer asks.
Oh, it's a whole bunch going on here, man. It's like a Indian chief skull. Here, there's like a raven on the back. Probably can't even see the raven, right? There's a lot, man. There's a mess going on. See the raven here? Look, see the raven here? It's the eyes, the beak, the chief. Then I got like, I don't know, man. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I got this stuff on the inside. The snake coming here with my logo. Another skull here with a snake. The snake's head is down here. Got my kid's name with some beads.
That's dope. That's dope.
Did you do any of those yourself?
Well, I drew most
that's
of
not
them out.
possible. Oh, okay.
No. I didn't apply them myself. No.
I was just gonna ask that, Space. I was like, yeah.
No, I didn't apply it myself.
Okay, great Donovan arm. Speaking of arms, great Donovan arm there.
Sick. Yeah, I was just looking at this arm, my damn self, like, oh, this.
Did you do it the other time or today? Because it looks fresh.
No, this was there. I just outlined the back of it.
Because I think I remember making a comment about that arm once before, but I didn't think it was like actually that rounded off.
Yeah, his arm came out good. I like this Donovan period.
Yeah, that looks like the Tyson look almost. Actually, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the posture is good. Posture is good for him.
Donovan Cordova.
But Kev, what do you? I don't remember, but Kev, what do you charge for your tats? I remember you were talking about one time you do tats too, right?
Yeah, when I was doing them, I was doing them for $50 an hour, low end, because I didn't have any overhead.
Mm-hmm.
And these are basically just like friends of yours that would come over, right?
Nah, not really.
Oh,
nah.
One of these days, maybe I might have you do mine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Kevin did it for there was another comic book we did a couple years back called Sumeria, and Kevin did a matching set of tattoos with the Sumeria logo on the creators of Sumeria, their arms. Cool. So when they came together, I guess it matched up, or maybe they had slightly different variations, but.
Well, didn't y'all do Sumeria? I thought y'all were the ones that did Sumeria.
Yeah, we did.
We illustrated it, but there was the writers were the creators of it. So we
didn't make the story up.
Oh, so y'all were just the illustrators.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Cool though. It was cool. It was real cool.
Because I remember watching Ant. With his trying to promote that comic.
I think that one was on Kickstarter back in
20. Yeah.
18 maybe or 16, 17. I don't know. I think one of those.
So, damn.
I get confused because time goes by weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But crazy. I remember you were talking about because it was a Kickstarter and you were like, you got to check out Sumeria and this and that.
Yeah, and at least back when the comic stores were open, the graphic novel was on the shelves around here. It might be available on Amazon if anyone wants to check out Sumeria, The Legend of Sumeria. We'll do a review one of these days on this channel. We'll do a review of it.
Yeah,
because I was gonna get the book just because of you, and I mean, because y'all.
Yeah, I'll send you the link of like where you get it from. I think it's on Amazon, but if not, I'll dig it out. I'll dig out where it is. I think it probably is on Amazon.
Cool, because I mean, I want to support you guys, any way I can.
Thanks so much, Mundo. Yeah, we did like I think 7. There's like 12 chapters in there. We did like 7 of them. So they got other artists. They got a few other artists to do. So people were working on it all at the same time.
What's up with Jay anyway? Have you spoken to him?
I think he's stuck in Costa Rica. Last time I
Still?
saw. I don't know. I haven't. I don't know. That was like what I knew about 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he made it back here.
He's probably loving it.
But I know some other people with like international flights that have been canceled. So I don't know what the deal is with some of these places,
It's wild, man. Oh, it just got quiet.
I'm trying to squeeze one more panel into this. I think it's possible. Yeah, if I move this up a little bit.
What kind of panel are you gonna put in that one?
I'll put this on camera in a minute. It's just easier for me to like read the script while I the computer facing the way that my computer is facing here.
Mm-hmm.
But once I think I can fit another.
I thought you just yawned, Ant.
No.
I've been waiting for you to yawn since you told me stop yawning 17 months ago. I'm like, this bastard really doesn't yawn.
I also don't have a couple kids that are relying on me to feed them.
Kids.
Because I told you, there's one person that's relying on me to feed them, and that's me. And I basically don't eat. So there you go. Like the kids would just remain like whatever 30 pounds they are. They would not get any bigger.
Just let them worry about it, kids. You'll eat them all, I promise.
Like here's a half, here's a donut. Why don't you cut it in half and split it?
And don't bother me. Stop bothering me. Oh man.
Yeah, it's just him and Luke. It's just him and Luke.
Yeah, Luke eats better than me because Luke eats vegetables and Luke eats his food and he gets leftover food that I've eat, that I had for my food and stuff like that. But for me, it's like I basically just eat like once a day because I'm so busy just doing all my stuff. And then I'm like, I can't stop to eat. It's just too much. It's just too long. It takes too long.
Not good, Space. Not good, dude. You need to eat, man.
Like the past couple of days I stopped, I made something and then I kind of made a little extra. So I came back later, and I was able to eat a little more of it. So that was good. But there's been days that go by. Like the other day when Kevin said, "Why don't you skip dinner?" So it's like I had already skipped dinner 3 days in a row before that.
You're like, I'm gonna eat dinner now. It was like midnight. I'm like, bro, just go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like I had already done that little trick for the 3 days leading up to that. So I was like, I can't like not eat for like 4 days. That's too many.
That's crazy.
No,
I was just a bad string.
Well, here's the thing, Ant. You need to eat, man, and because here's the thing, that messes with your thought process stuff. If you don't eat and you're hungry, your brain's gonna start getting jumbled in, man.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, I think it was this morning that like my power was out until about 11 o'clock, so I actually couldn't do anything today until about 11 o'clock as far as like electronics work or any type of computering. So I was thinking about that actually, and I was like, you know what? Before I start writing, I didn't know when the power was going to come back on, but I figured not too long after. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'll eat, because just like you said, Mundo, I think, you know, you fire up the synapses a little bit. You get a little sharper, you get a little more creative.
Depends what you eat. If you're eating,
I guess it depends, right? But I ate. What did I do? You know what I did? I had stuff like, you know what steakums are? Like, I didn't have those, but I had the meat that's just like you'd put in a steakum. You know what I mean? But it was like the fresh meat. I think they call it shaved beef. So I had shaved beef I bought the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna make a sweet steakum out of this. So I I cooked up all that shaved beef, and I made a couple little sandwiches out of it because I wanted that fat. You know, I was like, this fat will fire me up. So I ate those like 2 little burgers that I made with the shaved steak and some onions and some cheese and stuff like that. And I think I threw in an egg. It was great. It was great. And I did feel a lot more like creative and sharp after that.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, what is your typical morning like? I mean, are you up like at later than 10 o'clock, or I mean, down later?
No, I'm usually up at like by like 9.
So, you know, even if you just take like a few minutes, make a quick egg or two, you know, that's gonna make a world of difference.
I love when I have eggs. Yeah, I have eggs right now. I love having eggs. Having eggs on hand
in your thought process. Well,
but yeah, I mostly don't eat. I mostly don't eat breakfast. I mostly don't eat till about 5 p.m.
Yeah, no. I tell you what. I mean, I know it's probably be difficult for you, but I was the same way. I would only eat once a day. When I've been a big man all my life, dude. I've been fat like forever, dude. And when I found out I had diabetes, I just cut everything out. I just like ate once a day. But what I found out was that if I ate 3 times a day, smaller meals, I had more energy and I lost a lot more weight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and your mind is a lot clearer when you're not hungry. Trust me, man.
That's for sure.
So take a few minutes, just grab you something quick to eat in the morning, even if it's just an orange or something like that, you know, that's got a little bit more caloric intake. That'll get that brain synapses going, and you'll see the difference in how your brain functions and how you're feeling throughout the day. Even if it's just something small, take a couple of minutes just to make something really quick, take a bite to eat, and then go back to what you're doing. It may be difficult, and I understand that. And I'm no, you know, by no means am I any nutritionist or anything like that, but I'm just speaking from experience. You know? I'm just speaking from experience, dude.
Master the road here.
No, I can't live with myself. I can't live with myself, man.
You know what? Probably Primal said something else. I got the laptop so damn far I can't see. Oh, it looks cool. When I'm a little older, I want to get a tattoo of a wolf with green eyes from my paw part. I passed away. That'd be dope. Wolf with green eyes sounds crazy. I mean, yeah, tattoos hurt, cool. And the bigger they are, the longer they hurt.
You guys are like the Starks. Like you painted your dad a wolf picture, and now your grandpa, you want a wolf tattoo for him. You guys are like the Starks.
Yeah, you're Stark for real.
Primal, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
What's up with that shoulder, Kev? When's the surgery?
My shoulder's ridiculous.
Is that surgery gonna make you draw better?
I had what? I had physical therapy today, man. They were killing me today. They killed me. It sucked. But yeah, I'm about to call it quits because I gotta go email
what they
do.
What they make you do? Did they make you do that little
yeah. So I gotta do a reverse on level 3 for 3 minutes. I gotta do a bunch of stuff, man. They got something it looks like a broom, but you just like it's up against the wall. I gotta walk into it and then like lift my arm all the way up. Gotta do that
Yeah.
for 30 times. Then the worst is when I lay on my side and I gotta do this motion with a 1 pound weight. Oh, it's the worst.
Ooh.
Worst thing ever. The worst thing ever.
Okay, so let me show real quick. This page. I was doing.
Yeah, I'm dying to do this page. I think this page looks crazy. That's gonna be fun.
I saw that this morning at work, man, when I was checking out Instagram, dude. It looks awesome.
Thank you. So this is like the astronauts like basically going into like the airlock of this ship that they came in on. They came in on let me reach for this page here. You know, they came in on this ship here and they're about to debark, that's the word, and they're walking out into the airlock here in this full page shot that Kevin wants to do soon. I'll take a picture of them soon. And then so this is the thumbnail for the next page. What's going on here is, let me see if I can raise my panel up a bit. So I don't know if you could tell there. Let me grab something to point with here. That the bottom of the ship, it like opened up, and the astronauts that you saw gathered by the door, they're now dropping out. And this is the whole thing is to repair the satellite right here. So they've docked close by this satellite, and the astronauts kind of float over. They're going to be tethered. They're going to be tethered with these cords, but they float over to the satellite, and right here, they like, you could tell when you get closer that the door has been blown open previously by a previous team, but in there's a wheel, almost like a bank safe, that is still unable to open. So there's a character right here, Fenkarth, and he radios to Mackenzie, there's like two little squads right here. One is made up of 4 people, one's made up of 3 people. They're doing different tasks. This group of 4 people is like radioing back to Mackenzie saying, listen, we can't get through this door right here. And then Hildebrand, who's behind Fenkarth here, says, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to try to do something about it. And there's going to be a sliver of a panel below here with like her eyes or her close up, because she has like a line to say at the end of that page there. And then in the next page, and I'm sorry, this is 25, I guess. The next page 26, will be these 2 teams trying to repair the solar satellite.
Dope. Yo, real quick, if my laptop dies, just bring me in on the other feed. Okay.
So let me show what you were working on today. If I can get my
the ship. I think the ship came out dope. Concordia. The Concordia looks nuts.
Oh, the one on your feed. Let's see here. Talk to us about this.
This took the longest, man, getting this right, because I had no clue what to do with it. When this is what I started with.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, you see, like the sketch was like, I probably didn't get it right. That's why I was kind of leaving it for you, but I never even sent it to you. So I'm like, no, let me just attempt it, and you can adjust it how you feel fit.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's kind of enough lines there that got it right. Yeah, like a little stealth ship.
I think it's just close enough, and it's really not. You know what I mean? It kind of gets its own splash page in the next spread, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
And I started doing the hangers. You can see I'm doing it here. I added the black border top, left and right, like around here.
Very cool.
Oh, and then like I just blacked out his control panel. I'll probably go in there and just like clean it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Where do you point to there? Are you talking about Dobbs or the one below that?
Dobbs control panel right here with under his hand.
Yeah.
Well,
clean that up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's looking good though.
Yeah, it's looking good.
So it's like the tricky part is just like figuring out what's enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you literally can't spend 5 hours per panel. You just can't do it. You gotta call it at some point. At some point, you're telling the story. You're not trying to impress everybody in the world with like every little small detail.
Yeah, like I kind of like the times when you and this is probably how I'm going to try to approach it, is like you wash the entire scene in one color, then you build it up with a secondary color, you highlight with a third color, and then you see what else needs to be like adjusted and try to move on. Like try not to get too crazy.
This is becoming one of my favorite pages just because of the use of white and the white coming through the ship's windows.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I especially like that window
near
near Donovan that looks kind of like one of those 80s, you know, Lamborghinis or something to me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Countach window
Right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool page. It's a cool page. I'm gonna go as far as to add like dust in the foreground and the light, you know what I mean? Like Photoshop it. That's gonna be pretty cool. You know, when like light streams through a window, you can see the dust floating.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That's gonna be cool.
Oh, you're gonna get that crazy. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. I thought you weren't hearing me. I was like, was Ant not hearing what I'm saying?
I was thinking, I'm like, he's gonna put dust in the air. What?
See, that's why Ant needs to eat, man.
that was a good segue. That was a good one. That's funny.
I was multitasking. I was pulling up banners and such.
That's crazy.
I was listening.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm spent. Done.
All right. Well, we will call this episode finished. Join us every single Wednesday. Wednesday is New Comic Book Day, and Albatross Junction live shows is where you get your insider sneak peek every single week. Come back and we will do some videos before next Wednesday, I'm sure, where we post some recorded videos, but the live shows is every single Wednesday. And these pages that Kevin's coloring, I'm always pretty happy to really
every Wednesday
I'm
a little disappointed in myself because there's no like new comic books to talk about, but like where can I get them from now? You know what I mean? Like, is the store even open? I gotta check it out. Or maybe I'll get online and order something.
Yeah, they don't have to be new. Could be ones you just haven't read, ones you haven't read before.
I kind of want to read something new because like I already have like opinions about the ones, even the ones I haven't read before. Cause I've like stared at them forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want something brand new, something that's gonna catch me off guard. I'm gonna pick something random online before I go to sleep and just order it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Goddamn.
All right. Well, man, hopefully you find something really, really cool. You gave me a good one. I'm gonna read that Game of Thrones at some point. Right now, I'm in the middle of a Star Wars book, a Star Wars like novel, so it's not really a comic. But I'm gonna do a review of that probably on my Space Window channel when I'm finished because I really am enjoying that book. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for doing this show. Thanks for anybody that stopped in and was checking this out during the live show. Primal Gamer, thank you. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
Primal,
have a great
thank
night,
you, sir.
We hope to see you next time. We really appreciate you. Mundo, thank you so much for being here again. You were awesome.
The myth, the legend.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate being here, guys. A lot of fun.
Man. Definitely.